Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today being Friday, the 15th of October or the 10th of September in the 9th year of Chongyulguk. Let's begin by offering a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Chariot, Kyombe, Pado. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가전맨세 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 6. Our family, the owner of Chongyulguk, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the heavenly parent and true parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. And I'd like to ask Greg Stone if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Good morning, our dearest Heavenly Parent, beloved true parents, heaven, earth, humankind. We really give thanks for this incredible time that we're living in. And we can just see the amazing unfolding of your providence centered on True Mother. We pray with all of our heart that there can be great success with Think Tank 2022 as we strategize and work to bring leaders to the task of reunifying North and South Korea. We pray also for all the other aspects of the work going forward with Chonbo raising up our standards and purifying ourselves, also working to fulfill our witnessing outreach, 430 horizontally and vertically. And really, we pray we can be just, most of all, one with our mother. We can really support her in absolutely every way we possibly can. We pray we can be filial sons and daughters who can, as mother's saying, be the light of the world through a filial heart for heaven. Thank you so much. We look forward now to our study and our sharing as the Oceania team. I pray and report now, name Greg and Reiko Stone of the Central Family. Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, now, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this morning from the K. How are you today? This is also beautiful moment, right? We will also put our song and heart and prayer to our heavenly parents and true parents, and let's begin the new moment and new day. So yesterday was 6,000 couple blessing anniversary. So did you have a good time with your husband and wife? Yes, many 6,000 couple here. So please remind how was first meeting and how was really the moment with true parents. That's really historical moment. Please appreciate your husband and wife and also prepare for the future. So those anniversary or celebration time is important. And now is October, is the liberation month, Father said. So Father was released from Funnam prison, and there are many kind of providence. So yesterday, Reverend Ito also mentioned that the October 14, 2000, that time there was the ceremony for the unification and liberation of the spirit world, Cheonpyeong Heaven and Earth Training Center. So that time, 50 years anniversary of Funnam releasing moment, and also through parents organize and had a ceremony for the unification and liberation of the spirit world. So that is 2000 October 14. And after that, Marshall Island president at that time Honorable Kesai Note officially invited to parents to Marshall Island. That's why to parents visited to Marshall Island. So that time, that the welcoming is the state level welcome. So government, Marshall Island government officially invited to parents to Marshall Island by Honorable Kesai Note that time. That's why this visitation was a special visitation. So the parents visited Marshall Island and discuss and share the vision how to raise up the young people from Oceania, throughout Oceania. So that time father gave them many message also, and also fishing for whole day, and also this become the opening moment for the Ocean Providence. So actually October 14 and October 15 today, the visitation of Marshall Island is also the historical day. And today is the 21 years anniversary. So tonight, Reverend Ito is organizing the memorial event for 21 years anniversary to invite the former President Kesai Note. And also, he is now currently Minister in Justice of Marshall Island. So tonight also there is an event. Please pray for President Kesai Note, former President Kesai Note, and this event. So today is for Marshall, maybe day of Marshall Island, right? Parent visiting. Do you remember when is the first visitation to your nation also about parents? Actually, we should celebrate first visitation, how much important. This is the really historical moment for your nation and also our region. How parents visited your place. Otherwise, through actually ceremony or celebration, we can really share again and testify to our brothers and sisters in the nation. So please remember when was the first visitation of true parents to each of your nation. So today is the Marshall Island. And also this Saturday, there is Think Tank 2022 Forum. You could see, this is the poster. And there is short introduction video. So I want to show the introduction video, 1 minute video. Please see this one.
My key message today is this. One of the most important ways to create help, to create one family under God, is to make sure people are free to actually worship God.
Yes. So this Saturday, now Chirumada is organizing the Think Tank 2022 Forum. So Think Tank 22 Forum, and this was happened last month, and Nyari Mother is organizing and sharing this message to the world. So you could see this video, or many leader is joining. So especially keynote address is done by Honorable Mike Pompeo, the 70th United States Secretary of State. So did you see the video? He mentioned about God. We have to welcome God, and we have to have a freedom to follow and really go together with God. So 70th United States Secretary of State, Honorable Mike Pompeo, mentioning and really directly telling to all people, we have to believe God and go together with God. And he became the keynote speaker and even the host to receive the forum and the question from the panel. You could see the Korean panel, USA panel, and the Japan panel. So they are the political leaders in each nation. So directly giving question and asking or discussion. So this Saturday, they will organize through Peace Link. So please join and also please invite. Now to parent mother is also asking to invite as much as we can, invite many people as much as we can. Through joining this forum, they could realize and they could see how much now mother is initiating together with top world leaders in order to fulfill heavenly unified Korea. That's why this is no more only under our activity or our movement or our NGO levels, not only just the UPF, not only just the Family Federation level, already top leader of government are starting to join together and discuss directly the agenda about unification between North and South Korea. That's why, of course, all of you also join and also please invite our ambassador for peace or leader of the society and to see that how much mother's initiative is great and important. Those leaders joining and discussion, this invitation itself and this moment itself is also have a powerful and give the vision. So this is the first forum. So Trumada is thinking and to organize for second and third continuously. So please join together and also not things. So this is this Saturday. I think you could receive the information. So they will broadcast through a Peace Link. So everyone can watch 9 a.m. Korean time. Please join these things. Okay. So let's go to the okay. So yesterday we share about Trumada's autobiography, Mother mentioning about South America Providence, and we share that. So Mother mentioned is even South American people, their life was and their life is difficult more than Africa in some area. So national situation was difficult and even communist group was attacking that time, early 1970, 1980. So during that moment, two parents organized to have a speaking tour in the 17 nations in South America and to educate and even two parents met the head of states of South American nations. And also in order to create the unity between North and Central and South America, the parents organized several provinces like Causa or Aula. So this unity between North and Central and South America, this province was also really important things. We could see the history of the Christianity and the Reformation, Christian Reformation in Europe. Because of that, of course, we could see the new development, but also this become one of the division of the Christianity. So North America, Central America, and South America, totally they are going to the different way. That's why the parents try to create unity and organize together between Protestant and also Catholic Christianity. And around that time from 1990 or 2000, main focus was the preparation to the coronation ceremony of Kingship of God. I forgot the original, the English name. So coronation ceremony 2001, January 13, right? So changing moment from 20th century to 21st century, welcoming the new millennium era. That's why that moment, 1990, 1999, so around that period was totally focusing for the opening, the new era, and the place of the providence was centering on Central and South America. So we could see there are many kind of providential history and announcement centering on Jardín San Pablo Declaration, Jardín Declaration, education or letter providence, and even the liberation of the spiritual world. So I researched yesterday several messages, and there are really many True Parents speeches, declaration, and also contents. So it's not easy to share everything. And also some part is not directly relating with our Oceania. That's why the speech which Trumada mentioned inside of Trumada's autobiography, I want to share today. So this message is the message when True Parents gave in the speaking tour in 17 nations in South America. So Mother True Parents gave the message to educate the people of South America and also the leaders. So this message is the True Family and I. Have you heard this one? This is really the famous and important message. When I was a student in Sammun University, I was studying about unification theology. So that time, Professor Taegyeon O, he mentioned that there were especially important 3 speeches in the entering of the era of family federation. So around that time, finish the era of unification and to enter the era of unification. So that time there are important 3 speeches. Can you guess that? This is really important even current moment. So one message is that view of the principle of the providential history of salvation. Do you know this one? And second one, in search of the origin of the universe. Maybe you heard also this one. And third one is this message, the True Family and I. So when True Parents established and founded Family Federation, the True Parents message become more essential, more fundamental, and more deeper, and also more deeper. So maybe you heard these contents. Originally, if Christianity could accept it through parents, through father, that time in the beginning of 1950, already through father could announce that those important contents, but because of the failures of Christianity, through father could not have the foundation to proclaim those important essential message. That's why until Family Federation Foundation, True Parents could not give the speech or share those truths. So what kind of contents True Father mentioning through this message? One message is the Father of Jesus Christ. Do you know who is the Father of Jesus Christ? Usually many Christianity doesn't know. And True Father could not proclaim until after founding of the Family Federation. That's why through this speech, three speeches, True Father is mentioning who is the Father, who is the secret, the starting point of Jesus, starting of Christianity, or sadness, or really the real situation of Christianity or Jesus Christ. So Father also mentioning that our Father of Jesus Christ. You know the Zachariah, right? So this story, Zachariah, Maria, Tamal, so those stories also mention that this is also history or important new principle. Originally, this principle should be into the divine principle, but that was missing. And second one, True Parents also mentioning strongly about importance of the sexual organ and the holy place. This one also mentioning that. And also talking about True Family. So this speech is really important And after true parents gave the speech in South America, also true parents organized a speaking tour in America, Japan, and Europe, Asia, and even true parents came to Oceania to give this speaking tour with this speech of true family and I. So do you remember when true parents came to Australia for this speaking tour? This was November 29, 1995, Australia, Canberra, Hyatt Hotel. And next, the parents visited to New Zealand, December 1st, 1995, Auckland, Crown Plaza Hotel. Maybe some of you attended that one, right? So I want to share this speech today. Speaking tour to 17 South and Central America nations, June 7, 1995, Brasilia, Brazil. Okay, I will read this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to you this evening. Through this welcoming banquet, you have made it possible for me to meet such distinguished individuals. I am Reverend Moon, whom you no doubt already know through many rumors and stories. I have stirred up a number of problems in the world as a result of one historic reality. To this day, I have served only God. So Father's speech is really strong, and really he can hold the participant's heart. So Father is mentioning there are many kind of rumor, problem, but what Father did before, Father said, as a result of one historic reality, this day I have served only God. So what Father did, that is only things to serve God, to know God, try to share God, and to try to share God's heart. These are the things which true parents continuously have done and also continuously is doing. So this is speaking tour, some nation done by true father and some nation done by true mother. So I'm not sure about Australia. True father gave the speech or true mother gave the speech. Do you remember 1995? Maybe true father. So that time true parents really
True
gave
father.
True mother.
True father gave 95.
True father gave speech in 95. Yeah. So that time true father gave this speech in Australia, maybe New Zealand too. In the process, I have created a number of events and accomplishments with worldwide consequences. This evening, in this jubilant atmosphere, I'd like to speak to you for a time on the subject, the true family and I. This is because the world's problems stem from the family. Let us ask what we mean by a true family. So there are many problems in the society and world in the currently also and in the past also. So true parents is not just giving the speech in front of our members and not only just end by speech. Directly true parents is visiting to the nation and to meet the president or prime minister or head of states or political leader or religious leader and even the people and give the education continuously. So we could see whoever true parents met, their message is same, to educate, proclaim, and share the truth. True mother also same, testify and proclaim our true, our heavenly parent and our God. So really we could see that time true father 1995, how old he was, around 75 years old, but continuously organizing the speaking tour or conference and to educate the people. So really, we could learn those true parents' attitude and spirit, how much we are seriously to meeting people to educate God's truth, to share the principle and share the message. So we could learn really true parents' seriousness and investment. Conflict originated in the first family. If we ask whether the world we live in today is good or evil, the answer would be that it is evil. Why do we judge it to be evil? It is because whether we consider world history, this nation's history, or the history of any other country, we see unremitting conflict. Through conflict and struggle, the parties involved will not develop, but will necessarily decline. To say that the world is evil implies that its nations are evil, that its inhabitants and are evil, and that we ourselves are evil. If we study ourselves, we cannot deny that within each of us, our mind and our body struggle with each other. So Father is mentioning about our nation and the world situation. So talking about, how about your nation? Your nation is evil or your nation is good, right? We could see many problems in the society and nation now, but not only the national situation or society situation. We could see many problems in the nation. We could see many problems in the society. But who are making this problem? Who are creating this nation? Actually, this nation was created and organized by family and organized by individual persons. That's why Father is mentioning that. How about individual? Of course, there are many kind of evil, many kind of problem in the national level, but where is the starting point? How about yourself? Can you say you are a good person or evil person? Or can you say you don't have any conflict or there are many problems inside of your mind and body? What do you think, our brothers and sisters? So those things is not only just speaking to the audience, to the outside. Really, Father is mentioning to each of us. How about ourselves? Can we deny our conflict within us or not? The origin or the cause of struggle remains as a problem that must be resolved. If an individual does not possesses within himself or herself a foundation for peace, then no matter how peaceful his or her family, nation, or the world might be, he or she will not be happy. The individual is the true battlefield. So we are talking about world peace. We try to create the peace in the society and nation. But if we don't have peace within ourselves, then can we say myself is peace, my family is peace family, my nation is peace nation? We cannot say like that. That's why mentioning how we can create peace from ourselves. As you know, World War I, World War II, and the Cold War each came to an end. It will be possible to bring future such conflicts to an end. However, the struggle between our mind and body has existed from ancient times. It has continued throughout the course of history. It continues today, and we do not know how much longer it will continue into the future. So this is a really serious problem. So Father mentioned that World War I, World War II, and Cold War each came to an end. So even we could see many problems in the society. But what do you think? Somehow we could see maybe we can finish if our brothers and sisters or people totally unite in the national level, totally unite and to focus to solve the problem in the national level and the world level. We could have some kind of the confidence. Maybe it's possible, right? Possible to stop the problem the possible to solve some kind of the battle between nation and nation or in the society. Maybe it's possible, but how about to solve the battle within ourselves? Do we have confidence? Can you see some kind of roadmap to solve the problem or conflict within ourselves? That's why actually this matter is really the serious problem or serious matters. Father is mentioning that. If we consider the existence of God, it is a major problem that God would permit the struggle between mind and body to continue throughout history and even today. However, if we consider that it was human beings who caused the struggle, then we can understand that it is human beings who must indemnify it. God cannot take that responsibility away from us, nor can he intervene in it. That's why we have to understand the cause and starting point. The starting point from God or starting point from human beings. So Father is mentioning what is the starting point of those programs. Where does the struggle between mind and body originate? We inherit life from our parents and from the parents of our parents. If we continue going back this way, we eventually arrive at the first generation, that is the first human ancestors. The origin of our life is the love of our parents. If this struggle began before we were even born, we would have to conclude that the problem related to the circumstances in which our first parents entered into a love relationship with each other. That is, that the origin of the struggle between mind and body results from a problem in the conjugal love between Adam and Eve. So when we meet the people, when we do the witnessing, when we share the principle and introduce to parents, we could say this kind of way. How was the way of sharing of true Father? Not only just proclaim or telling from one side way to give the speech. True Father actually a good way to communicate, showing the way to communicate with the people. Every time he's asking you and let you think what to think, what's happened, and what is the origin or beginning. Through asking question, really thinking together or finding the answer together. So how was the starting point? Do you have conflict in your heart now or not? Do you have a two mind? Do you have a one mind? Or do you have a three mind or not? Asking and through question, Father is getting the answer, or let us think what is the starting point, our ancestor, or what is the cause of the problem. So Father is mentioning about this problem. So how we can recognize and also how we can share those matters. The love of Adam and Eve was not a love accompanied by true happiness. Quite to the contrary, it was conflict-ridden love, because the root of our life are in this love. We can conclude that this is where the conflict plaguing the inner self of human beings originate. So this problem started from first family, and this problem start from the love. So this is really sad things, and this is really our painful matter. So Father is mentioning about family, our human situation. So even Father started to talk about national level, even the world peace, but actually talking about individual. So ourselves, how we can recognize problem and how we can commit and to determine to solve, face the problem and try to determine to solve the problem. This is the starting point. So Father is mentioning this speech and giving the speaking tour in the world level. So today we started to share about this message, the true family and I. So those messages actually relating directly to ourselves. We know our principle, we know God's message, we receive many education about the divine principle. Then do we become true family already? Do we become true men and true women already? How about our couple? Do we become really the ideal husband, ideal wife, and ideal couple or not? So those three parents message is continuously reminding us, and also we should determine continuously until to create the true family, and until create and until becoming true husband, true wife, and true human beings. So today is sharing about this message. So that time 1995, true parents visited to South America and gave a speech to educate those people in South America. And not only that, visited to North America, in Japan, Europe, and even Oceania. True parents gave this message. So through Fundok, this message we can remind again, and we can learn again. So today also new beginning, October 15. Let's create and let's pray and let's offer to happiness, victory to our heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you for once again to join this morning Fundoke. Let's have a great time. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you, Reverend Yutaka. Thank you for sharing with us this wonderful speech from our true father, the true family and I. Yeah, it's sort of highlighted to me the connection again between the mind and body relationship and the conjugal love. Yeah, that's you know, just thinking about what the mind and body, because my experience is it's only in conflict, mind and body, you know, because being born in this fallen evil world. And so to imagine what would our mind and body be like if there was no conflict happening, because this conflict, even though blessed, still exists. I still have, I'm assuming most of us or all of us still have this conflict in our mind and body, where we desire something and do something else instead, or we plan things and we still don't fulfill our promise. So just thinking of this just sort of made me think about, you know, what does it really experience like, you know, mind and body unity. And I mean, I've had experiences with God and true parents and moments of clarity where mind and body, you know, were united. So it's not, I'm totally ignorant of it, but it's just that to be in a state of always in mind and body unity, and then to connect it to the fact that of conjugal love, you know, that yeah, it affects the mind and the body. And that's, as we know, the fall is actually two sexual acts, you know, spiritual and physical. And so the spiritual, I'm imagining that the spiritual act affected our mind, and the physical act affected our body. And they're in conflict from the very beginning. I mean, I don't know what sort of thoughts that Adam had towards Eve. Did he know? I'm just wondering, at what point did Adam know that Eve had had a relationship with Lucifer? Did she tell him before or after they had the act with each other. Because this thing it was a conflict-ridden love. I mean, it's right from the very beginning. You know, Eve was tormented with grief and regret, and then coming with that heart to Adam to find some peace. But so I'm just wondering a lot of the dynamics around that when Reverend Yutaka was sharing just this, what sort of, I'm not sure at what point she would have admitted to Adam that she had a relationship with Lucifer, or if she did, or if it was Lucifer, or was it right at that time when we read in the Bible, saying, well, why are you hiding? And then Adam says it's because of Eve, and then Eve says because of Lucifer. Was it at that time? And then Adam goes, what? I don't know at what point he found out. And so, and each time they have a relationship after that, because they had many children. So I wonder, what their thoughts were. Anyway, that just these sort of thinking about our relationship between our mind and body is really connected to the relationship of our spouse. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, some thoughts. So thank you, everyone. Yes, Greg, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. No, I just remember when Father gave that speech in Canberra. It was quite an eventful situation. We were in Canberra preparing and inviting people, and so we originally booked the Great Hall of the People, which is the Great Hall, which is in Parliament House, and then some conservative senators, one or two of them, they complained. And so even though we'd had permission and we were granted permission by the administrators of that hall, they actually cancelled it at the last minute. So I think we only had like 1 or 2 weeks left, and we had to change of venue. So we ended up having to get the Hyatt Hotel, which was a 5-star hotel fairly close to the Parliament House in Canberra. And so luckily it was available for that night. So we ended up having to change all the invitations and everything to that new venue. But then when the night came and True Father came to Canberra, they had this massive storm. I don't know, it just rained, so heavy rain. And so some people here would be remembering that night, but we were thinking, and then on the television and on the radio, they're saying, oh, don't go out, it's dangerous on the roads, right? So we're wondering how on earth we can get people to come on this incredibly wet night. And then but people came, it was full, so the hall was full. And then, but the thing was, it was so much rain that the Hyatt Hotel started to leak. So people came inside the hotel, under the roof, but as they were registering, they had to register and sign in, but they had umbrellas inside that Hyatt Hotel. So the carpets were completely wet. Even the presidential suite was where two parents were staying in that hotel was wet. The carpet was wet. It was flowing down the stairs inside the hotel. So this was how we actually conducted that evening. It was just a phenomenal evening, but it was very successful. Father gave that speech, true family and I on that night. So anyway, just a little bit of history on that one. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Yes, Mr. Wright, go ahead.
Congratulations, Reverend Ito. we hope good big success 21st year anniversary today. Thank you. This to family and I, and also this three professor all talk about this kind of speech. I was thinking one of important speeches to parent and completed testimony data, and but especially to family and I. So so they how we can understand true family is true father and true mother. Then even the 1955 true father, true mother when speaking tour, and or sometimes true father, sometimes true mother. But I think always we thinking even the true mother give a speech, but I don't know you, but all of the for a speech was come from father. Then true mother just gave a read. That kind of understand, but also like Zachariah or Tamar was quite that kind of detail of the history. How Jesus was born, and also father said, just I served for God. I served for God. Then quite a lot of speech. I think we can understand. We can see father's contributions. Father's it's providential effort, but sometimes we cannot see mother's side. Mother's side. I think looks like everything done by father, but when we say true parents, true father's side or true mother's side, and but I really reflect. I could not understand, could not deeply understand it's a side of true mother's side, quite many years. Yeah, that's why I saw then we have it's a 부모님 교 was prepared by my true mother. It's lastly, then this is one of the it's a struggle, like when father passed away, when mother tried to start, then mother said it was very difficult to start. Looks like find out one needle in a desert. Then I was thinking, what is it? What is the what was the most difficult challenge for the mother? I was really thinking, and between 6 years, father invested South America 1955 to 2000. After it's a Marshall, Pacific started, but between 1975, 1997, Dr. Lee went to spiritual world, and I read a lot of book spiritual world of Dr. Lee, but completely, even 120 Christian leaders, divine principle workshop in the spiritual world, I think all alignment to true father. Reverend moon is a true parent. Reverend moon is a true parent. But nothing talk about true mother's word at all. Then I think, I still don't know what is the true mother's most difficult thing mother overcome. But I think Paul started for Eve. you have great responsibility, and then we had this kind of true mother, true parent, then always we can see true father side of the incredible story, but always we're missing, we could not touch, but there is an incredible story of true mother. Just I really feel a good balance. I think we are just a human beings only. I see this world, I see it's a very, only we can see one side and not easy to see God's ideas, God's heart, God's view. We are very, that's why how we can see, truly understand God's view ourselves. That is one of the challenge I really feel. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you. Yeah, we have time for one more person. Yes, Jacinta, go ahead. And then Jeff as well after.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when True Mother gave a talk here in Australia. It was very difficult to, I felt it was very difficult to get people to come along and hear her. And I remember we organized a choir competition so that a lot of the people that came to the hall were competitors in a choir competition. And then so that when one group got up to see to give a song, half, like huge numbers of seats became empty. So I remember Mother's judgment at the end of that was, you didn't try hard enough to bring the right amount of people, for the right reasons. To, you had the different wrong reasons for getting those people to come and listen to me. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's true. But it was very harsh, she was like, ka-chung, she kind of really hit the nail on the head. And it was very harsh. And I think somehow that's a quality of women, is they do see the details. They see what exactly went wrong in anything, and they will point that out because they're good at details. Women are usually quite good at, really seeing exactly what is wrong. So I'm just offering that as a solution, as to understand how different Mother is. And also her job was dealing with the details of the true family. It's like actually bringing the kids up and organizing everything. It's a real it's a minefield of details and details and details. And yeah, thought I'd mention that.
Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I think Jacinta, Jacinta said a few nails on the head there about women. And also Mr. Wright talking about trying to understand some things. Maybe men will never really understand women, and that's part of the whole thing, the mystery of the husband and wife relationship. So what came to mind is also the ability for us to control our mind and body and so on. It may have a lot to do with the fact that we get a lot of pressure from the spirit world. From the very beginning, Lucifer's temptation of Eve and then her of Adam. So the liberation of our ancestors who affect us can also be probably very important in our own perfection, and ability to take control of ourselves. So that's something, and the support we need from them also to help accomplish what we need to accomplish. There's a lot of things going on. Some things, even the fact that Father couldn't reveal the Father of Jesus, because of certain kind of conditions need to be met. So I'm finding today in my advertising through my Facebook or wherever, I'm finding it a lot more easier to share with people what we are doing
because sometimes we're a bit afraid of the response we might get, that people will not take it in the right way or something. But I'm finding as we go on, much more easier to share, because the foundation now to understand true parents is much greater. So there's a lot of things that are all coming together at this moment, based on spiritual goodness that have been made, even our coming together in unity every morning. Such kind of conditions we create make it easier for those around us in the world to come together, centering on, true parents. So yeah, there's a lot of things we're bringing together. So just a few thoughts here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, so true. So now it's that time, everyone, for us to offer our unison prayer. I'll just share the screen and we can pray together. Arju, Arju, Arju. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and see you tomorrow. Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.